Hi, in this video I wanted to share with you how you can actually use different fonts that are not on Kajabi list in the Kajabi pages, how you can use Google fonts and make your pages stand out and just, to be more on brand if you cannot find the fonts on the Kajabi list. As you can see, Kajabi has quite a few fonts to choose from. However, a lot of times they just may not be your favorites. So for that, we will need to go to fonts.google.com, and Google has a ton of fonts to choose from, and let's pick the one that's completely different for our headings and for our body. Okay, so let's pick something that would really stand out. Let's do Explorer for the heading, for the headings. And so what we'll need to do, once you pick your font, you would just need to click on, like right here, select the style, and that will add some more information right here. And I'm going to delete this one. Okay, so we only have one, right? And then you need to click on import, and you need to grab a code that's between the brackets and style right here. So just starting from the import and finishing with the semicolon. And then copy that, go back to your page, and for this instance I am using just Kajabi template and just for the training purposes, so we see what it's gonna look like. So as of right now, we have the heading font is Fluorescence, and as you can see, just kind of big, may not be the best option for us. So once we pick the font for our heading, you'll need to go to the settings of the page and go down to the custom code. Then if you have something there, just go ahead and remove it and paste the import. Now what we need to do, we need to actually let the system know where this font needs to be applied, like what is the heading, or is it just specific headings. As you know, in Kajabi there's 6 headings that you assign the size to, and you don't have to do all of them. You can only do like H1, H2 if you wanted to. If you looking to use different fonts for H3, H4, you can also do that, or just assign 1 through 6 if you know all of the headings are going to be, for example, this font. Okay, and then we need to grab the code for this CSS rules. That's to specify the family. So we need to let Kajabi know where we're going to use it and what exactly rule. Okay, so for that, we're going to be, like, say I want to apply it to all of my headings. So there'll be H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. And then we're going to open parentheses, and then we're going to press enter or return if you have Mac, and then paste the font family, and then enter again and close the bracket. Okay, so we just assigned the font, the new font, to our headings. Let's go ahead and save it, and this will change. Okay. As you can see, some of the fonts are naturally bigger or smaller. If you pick the one that's kind of small, you may want to go back to the font size and change that. So we had 64 pixels for the previous font, which was quite big. So for this one, we'll probably need to use even bigger for H1, just because this font is naturally smaller. And we can probably do something like that, but you just gotta see what looks good. So let's see. So yeah, this is a little better, just bigger. And all of other fonts, all of the other titles and headings, as you can see, also changed. And now we want to change. We want to do the same thing for our paragraphs, right? For our body. Again, just go back to the settings, a style guide, and see if there are fonts that you like. Which again, it has a ton of good fonts for body, but sometimes you just may not like, you know, what you see on the list, and maybe you have specific fonts. So let's go ahead and pick the one that we know for sure is not on the list in Kajabi, and I will probably just go ahead and pick everything. I'll leave monospace, and I know for sure that, let's see, probably can do this one, and I am pretty sure it's not on the list, but we can double check. Nope, it's not. Okay, so again, select the style, go to import, grab this code, make sure that you're grabbing everything but the style brackets, so we do not need that. Go back, and you need to go back to the custom code. Just drop it a little bit down below and paste it right here. And again, we'll be assigning, but it's gonna be just for the paragraph only. So we're gonna put the P, open the parentheses, and go back to CSS rules and grab that piece of code. And then on the new line, insert it and close the bracket. Then hit save. And that will change our body font throughout this page. Again, you can go back, and if you need to leave it this kind of like a thin font, if you need to make it thicker, you can make it bold. Also, if you need to change the size, again, we kind of pick the one that kind of small, on the smaller side, then you would need to go back to the settings, style guide, and you will need to go all the way down to the body size, desktop, and mobile as well. So if you're changing it on mobile, if you're changing the font, always check how it looks on mobile, because it may be too small or too big. Also, it actually looks okay. I'm maybe just on mobile for our titles for the headings, maybe make a slightly bigger, H1, H2, but overall it looks pretty good. And I'm going to change the desktop body size probably to 20, and just see if I like it, because I feel it's just a little bit too small and too tiny. Okay, just leave it there, or maybe even make it 20, 21. Okay. So that's how you would import Google Fonts, which has way better selection than Kajabi. But again, Kajabi does have quite a few of them, as you see. So, but if you cannot find something in Kajabi, definitely use Google Fonts, and that's how you would import it. All right, well, good luck.